overcommit or go over his boundaries, right? That CK, as they called it on panel though, he suffers a little bit versus the Brewmaster. Bulldog said it, just build a heart, but just build a heart.
Yeah, that's typical. That's typical Bulldog.
Just go build a heart.
Build a heart.
Build
I don't
a heart.
see what the problem is.
Find it somehow.
Roger and Jabs gonna go for that rune.
And
Roger grabbing it up.
2 each this time around. I think the laning stage is very important for Fnatic. They started as 3 on this bottom lane, and I can understand that they should pressure Pasha a little bit. However, if they leave CK alone on that top lane, how much is he going to be able to get versus the Disruptor and the Jug? But they're just going to zone him out of that lane. So it is going to be a little bit problematic. However, Roger, seeing the trial lane, instantly adapts. He's going to creep skip there, but at the same time, Dark Willow rotates top. Dark Willow, not really a hero that we've seen played a lot. VP, they have picked it. Fnatic can use that hero, obviously, as well. DJ is a versatile player. And Dark Willow did get buffed. Like, the cooldown on Bramble Maze is much shorter than it used to be. And these two heroes, with Brambles, with the stuns, with the Reality Rifts, they can take down the Disruptor or even the Jug if you use this spin.
And that's the problem too, when you've got this Chaos Knight, he needs to be able to hit these creeps. He's not one of those heroes that's able to go off into the jungle and recover very quickly. So having the Dark Willow make that rotation to the top lane, going to be able to put out some more harass and also secure that farm. Although, looks like Roger has made this rotation as well, as they're going to try to just put some pressure on him. Top lane, Ramsey sitting very low. Ice.
With the crits, you also heal right now, so because of that, this hero came back into the meta. Actually, in the DreamLeague qualifier, CK was picked on the offlane quite a lot, as you could trade hits fairly well. Once you hit that level 3, you take level 2 in the crit, you just heal yourself up all the time, and there are rarely... I actually don't think there are any carries that can sustain versus you.
Pasha just going to drag these creeps back here, taking a lot of harass from the Phantom Assassin, but...
He's just gonna link this creep wave with the next one coming in, and then he might port out, he might take the creep wave completely back. When you're taking it back like he's doing right now, it is a little bit problematic, as Jabs with that Oracle can interrupt it, perhaps even pull it to a nearby camp.
This is just the very long choo-choo train led by Pasha right now.
It always feels bad for a support, because if you don't have any disable, Jabs does have Purge, but it's not enough. It just feels... He wants to Purge the DD. Yeah. At least he makes use of that rotation towards mid. He couldn't stop Roger and Pasha from doing what they were doing, but at least he got the DD away from no one on mid.
That's one thing that I do like about Fnatic, is it seems every time that they make movements, they're able to get not just one thing done, but usually, you know, one other. So, for example, trying to stop Pasha. Although top bottom, Jabs is going to be first blood. Roger is going to make it out, and he gets healed up by those Purifying Flames, because there's nothing to purge him off.
Yeah, you definitely said it in that last game as well. Fnatic, when they're making these movements, they're thinking ahead, right? Not one, but 2 steps ahead. They're thinking about what's coming next, where to position their fights, what to do afterwards. And Jabs there, his initial thought was, all right, let's disrupt Pasha from doing what he's doing, but then he sees the DD, he helps out mid too, so they adapt very well.
That's very, very important when you're playing Dota. It's all about efficiency and being able to adapt. But DJ throws down the Bramble Maze. They've got the spin on Ramses, though. They have the... it's not going to matter. Oh, no, because that spin's going to wear off. Shadow Realm trying to run himself away. Gets the attention of the creeps, hoping to maybe get that denial. And he's just not going to be able to do it fast enough. Ramses finds the kill on DJ.
Basically, in that situation, you're right-clicking the Jug as much as possible so that you aggro the creeps back onto you, as you're the one running away and he's the one right-clicking you. And it doesn't matter if they are neutrals, they're still gonna aggro the hero right-clicking another hero, which is a little bit interesting of a mechanic. It's similar across the map. Like, if you are right here, like on the safe lane, and you right-click a hero on the top lane, the creeps are gonna still aggro and chase you. So you can use that in your pubs to perhaps win some MMR. You never know.
Hey, anything that helps you get some MMR is always good advice. Roger, dagger, can jump forward, has that Ether Shock. Pasha will rotate, take some of this off. We'll hold them down, though, with that root. They just need a little bit more damage, but they have the shackles on this PA. There'll be the burst coming out from Purifying Flames. One more hit will do
they got him.
MP now. Has to just get himself away from Pasha. Looks like it won't be a problem.
If you are Roger right there, you're not a happy little camper whatsoever. You want to be putting pressure on the Oracle and on the PA. You don't really want to be feeding. You don't really want to be dying on this aggressive dual lane.
Lina just got a haste. Yeah, and comes Abed zooming over. There's going to be the root to have the Light Strike Array, and they should be able to take out Pasha.
At the same time, Roger, he might fall.
Wait, what's happening? Okay.
Roger?
Can we look?
Roger? Bye, Roger.
Yeah, okay.
We love you, Roger.
Bye, Roger. Just the wrong place, wrong time, my friend.
He didn't buy back. He respawned, he ported bottom, he went and took his own bounty, but he wasn't fast enough to snatch that bounty away from Lina. Abed was hasted, obviously, so he killed the Panda and Roger in the end.
A good use of the action rune there.
At the same time, I believe there's a form used on mid, and yeah, with that catapult, he's basically looking to pressure this tower for as much as possible. They have to be careful about the way they play it. As you can see, there's Oracle nearby. Okay, he's going away. So they will not... If Oracle goes here, you can expect another port to try and kill off no one. But there is Rasta as well.
He's so tanky, though. It's pretty difficult to take him out.
It's difficult, but if he overcommits, it's definitely possible. It's all about this Dragon Knight, honestly, for VP right now. Pasha, he's having a stable lane. It's all right. They have died once, but it's not the biggest deal. They're getting levels. I believe it's very important that no one does not die on mid and that he pressures this tier 1 and takes it as fast as possible.
Jep wants to purge off that rune.
Again.
No more double damage for you. Light Strike Array gonna get used.
Actually, there is Dark Willow that ported mid.
But Ice, he's getting run down now, and Roger making this rotation, hold him into place with the shackles, and one more hit. Oh, Ice. Still,
they got
find the kill with the Ether
Still,
middle lane. Oh, that's no one taken down. Glimpse back though, coming out from Solo.
That's not the kill.
The Lina. They've got the Light Strike Array. Can they get this kill? They need a little bit more damage. Abed uses the Dragon Slave. He's very low, 18 hit points, and he makes it out.
All right, so yeah, we saw Ice dying, but I think what was more...
Oh, DJ uses the Shadow Realm. They're going to try to hold Roger into place. Can he get away fast enough? Yeah.
He needs to be... Yeah, he needs to get out. They have the Shrine.
They're both super low.
They're waiting for Lina, basically. That's why they're not using Shrine. Yeah, with the Lina, they're going to use the Shrine. All three of them. Excellent usage of this Shrine. Super efficient. And
Pasha. MP. This. Oh, right to the Oracle. Just casually tries to body block MP.
I think this isn't great. Even though they did take down that Ice in the last few minutes on top lane, they lost Dragon Knight on mid, and at the same time they lost the Panda on the bottom lane.
Oh, they want this kill. They'll hold him in place. Ice just tanking that Omni Slash. Ramses gets the spin off. Ice will fall. Bramble Maze gets dropped down by DJ.
An additional kill on the Ice is definitely good for them.
Abed?
But this
Abed, Dragon Tail Solo with this rotation. Gonna grab that haste rune. No haste rune for you, Abed, as he tries to get into the Roche pit. He's got a Fairy Fire, but...
I love how Solo didn't even try to right-click him. He's such a bro.
Support.
Yeah, such a position.
Let me body block him.
Body blocked him just so the Dragon Knight gets the kill, gets the last hit. And with that Dragon form and with Lina dead, they're gonna pressure that tier 1. It's very important for Virtus.pro's strategy to take down this tier 1 on mid so that Dragon Knight has a freer time rotating across the map. It's basic Dragon Knight dotes. You get those two bracers, power shreds, and you just try and take down as many objectives as possible early on. Is it super exciting? Is it flashy? No, not really. But it gets the job done.
Solo is going to get held in place. They have the damage. They need to get a little bit more. They're not going to find it now. Ice. He might actually get taken down again. Trying to find this kill on the Solo. Has the Chaos Bolt. Is he going to get it? No!
With that crit, they get the kill on Ice once again. And with these shackles, can they actually take down DJ? It's
no
very
one making
unlikely.
This rotation. Jabs is nearby.
Yeah. No one rotated top, still didn't take down that tier 1. Kind of wasted a little bit of his time actually rotating towards DJ.
We do have the split up and running now on Pasha. MP has to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, you could see the ping coming out instantly. He's like, if this guy splits, please, Oracle, port in, save me, anyone else.
Well, did he TP top though? Did Jabs just was top?
Yep.
I don't know if they have that.
Anyone can basically.
That's true. For the love of God, somebody come save me.
Pretty much.
Save me from these pandas.
Oh, we see the Dragonite going for that Radiance. I actually expected Panda to be going for Radiance this game because of CK, because of the illusions, and because of PA. It helps out a lot if she's missing a couple of those hits. However, on Dragonite, it's good. No one really likes this item. He's been building it on Razor as well, as long as it fits the game. Basically, that's what he does. He adapts to the game with his item build. Perhaps it's not the best, most common build on Dragonite, but in this game I can see it working.
Feels like they wanted to get the jump over on the Brewmaster because he saw, you know, the Lina making that rotation with the Dark Willow, but he's got level 6 now. It's going to be really hard to gank him. Can they burst him down fast enough, do you think, with the Laguna, if everything's online?
With Laguna, perhaps, and with Ice stun. I believe that might be the way of killing him, but without that, it's very hard to burst him down, unless you get him low enough.
Oh, the split! They started to roll up with that terrorized Laguna. Though comes down, they'll go and they'll hold her into place, and then just obliterate Abed.
They're gonna chase for more.
They're still looking for the Oracle. Cyclone throwing him up in the air. Gonna wait. No one's coming to help Jabs. Jabs, he's trying. They try to get the Terrorize off. Will get it. Pushing them back. And the jump in coming out from MP. They know there's no longer a split on this Panda. They'll go. They'll use the Cursed Crown. They've got the Bedlam. Pasha will fall.
Yeah, at the same time, Ramses just bails. He's like, you're on your own, dude. I can't really help you. You're next to a shrine. They have all their spells. You're just gonna fall. So they trade Pasha and Disruptor for the Lina. I think you're fine with that if you're VP. You're delaying that Lina's use even further, so it's alright. You did use the split though.
And is that a sign for Fnatic to try to make more movement across the map, knowing that Panda splits down?
I'm just waiting to see if he's gonna finish that. Oh, alright, he finished the power threads on CK. And perhaps the CK is tanky enough, like you said, to go and help him out, to go and do some movements with him. Right here, right now.
Yeah, the Phantasm, he's looking. Will go, drag Roger back, throw out the Chaos Bolt, but in comes Dragon Knight. No one doesn't have that Dragon form any longer. Cursed Crown did get thrown out on him. It looks like they just want to go and get themselves out of this situation, because there's a lot of heroes for the side of VP right now. Kinetic Field coming out. Oh, Lina gets caught, but they're trying to keep her alive. They've got the shackles, it doesn't matter. They'll take her down. MP TP's into a lot of the heroes here. He needs to run away. This is not the fight for Fnatic right now. It definitely is the fight for VP, though. They're still hunting. They're looking at Jabs. They'd like to take it. They get the root off. We'll slow him down, though. He's going to try to buy some more time with that Fate's Edict. They'll throw out a casual dagger, but...
Solo. Is there a glimpse on PA? That would be huge, actually. 3 seconds
he's trying.
away.
Look at him. They need the vision. They can't find it, though.
Can they, though? There we go.
There it is. Right back into the Static Storm in the cage. The spin comes out. There's just too many heroes. We'll lose MP.
This hyper-aggression for Virtus.pro is what we used to be seeing from them earlier, and they're just crushing Fnatic at the moment. They're just running at them. They don't even have their spells. Dragon form is out. Panda split is not there. Omni Slash has been used. They don't care. They're just gonna run you down because they're so beefy and tanky. Look at these beasts.
Well, they had a great time too. The top lane, they took down Ice, what, 3 different times? You've got, you know, a DK who's very, very strong early. Didn't even have the dragon form like you mentioned, but this is just a hyper-aggressive draft coming out from VP this time around. And still an aggressive draft from Fnatic, but, you know, when you have this Chaos Knight struggling, it's not going to feel as good.
I think that you hit the nail on the head there. Chaos Knight, he got attacked. He used his split, but in a very defensive manner. They used the ultimate of Chaos Knight and then just ran with all the illusions and the hero. And that ultimate is very, like, has a very long cooldown, so it's not that simple to just throw it like the way he did.
They spot out DJ here. Do finish the Aether Lens on the Shadow Shaman, which will be very helpful in a lot of these fights, trying to keep his distance, being able to get that lockdown.
Yeah, suddenly you're shackling people from the fog. They can't even see you, they're shackled. It's horrible to play versus a Rasta with...
Oh, here he is. Oh, Pasha just winding up.
There you go. From the fog, the shackles are there. The CK is caught.
Primal Split gets used. They're going to chase down Ice, and... Where are we? Okay, Roger.
What's happening?
The TP comes out from Ramses. He wants a piece of this, but glimpse back into the cage.
He split.
Get it, though.
He dodged it. Get it. Split. Ice,
and Ice he's going to be able to TP out. Do they have it? No, he's out.
What the gods? Using that, honestly, yeah, he didn't die, but then again, you do use that split in a very bad way.
There's
As
a lot
now
of
you're not going to have those 4 horsemen with you, right, for the next fight.
So what's the plan right now for Fnatic, right? Because, again, they just used that split. They didn't want to use it defensively. They ended up doing it, though. And they need a little bit more time on a lot of these heroes.
Yeah.
And look at this. VP's not going to give them any time. They want that blood. They're making this rotation. They want these runes. We'll be able to grab a Dark Willow, having to TP herself out.
Yeah, so far, Fnatic, they are using their big ultimates, but at the same time, they are kind of surviving this aggression. So if you are on the side of Fnatic, I think just farm, just get a couple of items that are necessary to fight against VP, because your heroes, like, they're a bit behind, right? So they need these crucial items on the Lina, on the PA, in order to fight VP. But honestly, I don't think they need only 1 or 2 items. They need a lot. They just don't have the firepower that's needed. No damage right now.
Just like that, bottom tower gets taken down. They did use the dragon form for this. They still have Rost awards, though. Not sure if they're just going to keep on going. Yeah, Jabs is just like, please don't look at the trees. Love of God. We should be fine, though. They've got no idea that he's there.
They shouldn't look there. Hopefully for him, they won't. And they do have that dragon form. They don't have the ulti of Panda.
Yeah,
they have wards. If they want to, yeah, there we go. The wards are planted, and they're just going to take down this tier 2 as well.
They lose their tier 1 top, but I think you're okay with that when you've got this tier 2 down here.
Oh, most likely. Not most likely. 100%. 100%. That tier 1 on top falls eventually anyway. It's not really your tower any longer. You just have to let it fall at some point. So trading it for this tier 2 on bottom lane is really good for VP. Fnatic, they have to be... They're struggling right now. This Panda, it just looks like Pasha is doing more than Ice is. However, no one is caught here.
They have a split.
They use the split. Yeah, this is good for Fnatic. That's a small victory for them for sure. You force them to use that primal split. Now perhaps you can wait it out and just fight afterwards. This might be their opportunity. Atos on Chaos Knight, though.
I mean, Atos is a really strong item. The fact that it's you can cast it from so far.
On a Chaos Knight, though. And do they? I guess they need some more catch, but some of these heroes, they don't truly care. Like, you use that Atos on Jack, he can just spin out. He's gonna have that Manta soon. Another way of dealing with the spin.
Well, we'll see. Again, this is not the typical draft that we've been seeing during this tournament, so to see some different style of Dota here.
This is definitely not the place that you want to be in as Alina. However, he has that use, but besides that, he has made 0 moves. All the moves have been made on the Lina so far. And you just want to be making kills. You want to have that, at least like a Shadow Blade or something similar, to be getting pick-offs, to be killing these supports off, to be even killing off Pasha before he uses his ult. But it's going to be very difficult, and that relic is completed with 1000 gold on Dragonite. He's going to have that Radiance soon. Midas, all right.
Midas.
No, Atos, none of that. Does he hear us from there? No, he probably...
I hope he doesn't hear us, then we have a big problem.
In any case, Midas...
That didn't sound like a very happy sound, though.
I'm happier, a little bit happier that he didn't go for Atos.
Okay.
But at the same time, the Midas does not look like a great answer either, as it's going to allow him to scale, but eventually your scaling doesn't really matter as you're playing versus a Panda. He's still going to just dispel your illusions, and you're not really going to be super effective in these fights.
And it just, VP is not giving them any breathing room right now. They're really just being very aggressive. Look at them. They go right into the Roche Pit. They use those wards. They want to just get an Aegis and just get the ball rolling, I guess. It's already rolling at this point. They just want to keep it going. Having a good time.
Because they definitely can. No, everyone on the side of Fnatic is just farming. And we haven't really clicked on the PA for quite a long time. And this PA has a Battle Fury, is the highest net worth hero on the side of Fnatic. And with that Aegis picked up by Ramses, you basically have no openings any longer for Fnatic. You just have to be satisfied with farming. You have the Midas, you have the Battle Fury.
No,
you don't have the Jabs.
Jabs walks into well, pretty much everyone.
On the bottom lane as well, Ice used his ult.
they're just not finding, you know, we talk about them being super efficient, right? And you know, making the maximum of moves. But in this case, it just feels like the CK, we're not finding that. And again, it could just be because, you know, he struggled, he was a bit behind. Just gonna try to TP himself out. I don't think the Disruptor saw him with the
he was hiding behind the tree during the night, so there was no vision. They aren't finding those pickoffs or the kills. That's because of the laning stage and how it went. I think 100% it was because of the Lina and the laning stage that she has had. The laning stage and those 2 or 3 pickoffs that they managed to get on her afterwards. She died 3 times. Once in the laning stage, 2 times after, and it really did hurt Abed quite a lot. I'm stoked to see what kind of movements is he gonna make to try and come back into this game, because it's looking very rough.
It's looking grim for sure as they make their way to this tier 2. They've got the Radiance, they've got the Dragon form. There's just so much that Fnatic has to fight into. And it just doesn't feel like they can stand toe-to-toe with VP right now.
I mean, with this Dragon form used, without the Rust of wards, they can go uphill, they can go high ground, they have the wards.
They do have the wards, yeah. You know, it's a lot of tank. They've got that Aegis on Ramses too. He's not too afraid. We'll clear out the wave. They actually smoke behind a little bit, dropping the Rasta wards. Oh no, this Oracle just gets deleted.
There's the
Dabs is not going to be able to help. All right, he goes, buys back. This is very important that they have him in the spite because they need every person on the side of Fnatic.
You need to kill the healing ward. If you don't kill that, you cannot fight.
They have to use the False Promise over on this Dark Willow. That's not the hero you want to be putting that on. You want to save that for your cores. Chaos Bolt gets started. Look how tanky this DK is. He doesn't even care. He says that tickles. Exactly. That's a nice light strike array, but they'll drag him forward. Again, they don't care. They're like, yeah, come at us. Come at us. They'll just take... Oh, they'll try to make some moves over on the jug. Again, he's got Aegis, though.
It is just so hard to execute Fnatic's lineup right now. So hard to execute this draft. While VP, they just run straight at you. That's all they have to do. Pop some spells. That smoke was a precaution from VP. I understood that because they're using the smoke to approach the high ground with these supports without fearing of MP jumping on them with something like a BKB, as they haven't really seen him in a while. So they use the smokes and plant those wards without fearing that they're gonna die to 1 crit or something similar. However, Fnatic, you saw that fight. That looked disheartening, honestly. That looked very grim for Fnatic.
They're so dominant, and you're, you know, trying to pull in the Dragon Knight because you can't grab the jug, right? You grab the jug, you just pop the Aegis. You know, you use everything on him. But the same thing goes with this Dragon Knight. He's so tanky. How are you going to take him down? You saw the, you know, Reality Rift, Chaos Bolt. He just laughs. He's like, that's cute. That's
First
adorable.
and foremost, I think this Dark Willow needs to be the one that takes down the healing ward. That, like, the only hero that can risk approaching them that far in is this DJ's Dark Willow. If you do not kill that healing ward, honestly, you cannot take down the Panda or the Dragon Knight. You can't even think about it. They're just way too tanky, and the percentage-based healing is going to be way too high.
The concern then is, though, you know, you need the damage from the Dark Willow too. How are you going to take down that healing ward if the placement is so well? You're just going to end up dying.
Just kill it, lol.
Yeah, now you just sound like Bulldog. Now you just sound like Bulldog.
They're the pros.
Just
they
kill it. Just get a heart.
Yeah.
Just ban it, Moxie. Flashbacks.
Bulldog is the best. Just get a heart and you won't die, obviously.
Tier 2 just gonna melt.
And onwards to the tier 3. They just used the dragon form. They have still the full duration. This is good.
This is good.
Smoke behind. Take down the supports first. Solo would be a good target.
Just got picked up now.
Oh, the smoke is broken.
Smoke is broken. Nice, nice, nice. He's got to run away.
Yeah, he's running away from his own base, though.
That's the wrong way, Ice.
Your axes, sir, they're falling.
Your buildings. Oh boy, Jabs, they just want to get rid of him as fast as possible. They don't want to have any problems with him with any sort of sustain. He just falls. I don't know what Fnatic does right now, Lizard, you know. Ice, he's trying to do whatever. He's gonna get hexed up. They'll follow up with the shackles. That's a good curse crown. Static Storm gets dropped. Ice, the jump in coming out from MP. He's got the BKB. They'll take down Solo. They'll take down DJ. There's gonna be the jump again. They have that Glimmer Cape. Ice, he's still hexed up. This is not looking good. Ramses takes him down. MP now has to run away.
This looks like a complete beat down. They just cannot kill anyone but this single Disruptor who is a position 5, and he's happy to die if they're gonna take the Raxes and the full team fight.
This is a huge problem because Ice, he's supposed to be that big tanky frontliner, and he doesn't have it. With him down, he's down for 22 seconds. He is coming up very, very soon, right? That's the perk of it being, 24 minutes in. But, all right, Willow, gonna try to make some sort of play here. DP's right forward, cast bolt, MP runs right in there. They've got the Laguna Blade. He's just so tanky, but again, they've got the Curse Crown. We'll go and Brock here. Can no one get himself out in time? Looking all right. No one does actually fall, though. Ice. He's trying to run away. He's not going to be able to. MP, they'll turn around. They've got the Hex. Ramses, he's pacing over, looking at the Dark Willow. Dark Willow going to go use the Shadow. Look at the range on this here. We'll hold him down, but MP going to be able to blink up onto the high ground. And it looks like they're going to back off now with no one down. Yep. They're going to be patient again.
They do hold, but for how long? That's the question. They do hold, but only because VP, they used all their spells already on that top lane, so they couldn't really even continue fighting. They do have the BKB on PA, but they are 15,000 behind.
Oh, look at the win probability. 100%.
Maybe someone disconnects. What do you mean 100%? It can't be like, right?
I admire the optimism for sure.
That's my optimism in pubs too. Maybe
they'll disconnect.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe his power will go out.
It happens.
I don't think that's going to be the case today.
Yeah, there's an Aghanim's almost completed on Shadow Shaman. Yeah, he sells some sticks, some windlaces, he gets the axe.
And there's Rune over there. Just going to take down the shrine.
Never had the chance.
Dominance.
All right, DJ.
You gotta do whatever you can to lighten the mood, still have fun. DJ's just hiding here. I think it was very telling when you watched Ice run himself away from the rest of the side of VP, trying to cut the wave at least. But all right, there's the jump forward, pulling them back. They've got the Fierce Ball, trying to split up this fight now. There's a decent amount of damage coming over here, but it looks like they're gonna be able to take down Ice. Roger trying to run himself back here. Jab's also in for some trouble. They'll take him out. MP, he's still hunting. He's looking solo, trying to duck himself away into the trees. DJ will fall to no one. And MP, oh, he wants anything out of this, but Ramses just chasing him down one by one. The clicks, the spin. There's going to be the jump back. Does manage to find the kill, but then gets dropped off into that static storm. Ramses is godlike, and their buildings are just going down. The Cursed Crown buys them a little bit more time. They'll use the fort. But look at no one. He's got that Dragon Farm. He's just chewing through these buildings. Ramsey's going to join back in. They bought back on this PA, but I don't know what they're going to hope to do right now. Throwing down that Bramble Maze. The taunt comes out from Basha. He's having a good time. Yules will get used, though, over here on the Juggernaut. Dodges that Light Strike array. He's turning his attention now over onto MP. He's going to have to go. Get saved up by the Oracle. Jabs. Again, throws out that Purge, but no one. He finds the kill on DJ. There's the Laguna Blade getting used on Pasha. They'll try to drag him back. Can they get this kill? No one going to find it. Again, Ramsey's taking down MP.
Good game, well played.
And the GG gets called.
Breathe, Moxie, you can beat again.
The GG gets called.
The GG gets. I don't think they felt like that was a good game, because if I was in their shoes, I would feel so demolished as VP just ran over them with their super hyper aggressive pushing lineup. That's also just, I don't know.
That's the CIS Dota that I remember, is just, you start strong, you get that advantage, you've got an early lineup, and you just start running at those buildings. You don't let the enemy get the chance to get online, and that's exactly what happened. Look at this, look at these fans. They are so happy right now. Fortunately, Fnatic, they worked really, really hard this tournament. They had a nice upper bracket run.